Yo, what's up YouTube? Aries Fire Tiger here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the deck I used yesterday at the unsanctioned tournament at Gnome Games in Appleton, Wisconsin. Went 3-0 in 3 rounds with this deck, and just lucky there was no item lock, because I would have got my butt kicked. So, let's start off here. We've got 4 copies of Binacle at 60 hit points. This is from Roaring Skies, and the only attack we're really worried about on this card is Sand Attack. And if we use it, our opponent has to flip a coin when they attack. And if they get tails, their attack does jack squat. So a nice little stall option there. And of course, we got 4 Binacle. We're going to run 4 Barbaracle for Flash Fire. And we're going to be using Rock Rush to discard a bunch of fighting energy at this deck and do 30 damage times the number of energy cards discarded. And we've got 4 more Pokemon here. We've got 2 here. We got 2 Regirocks with the Regipower ability. The attacks of your fighting Pokemon, excluding Regirock EX, do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. So that'll give us a little boost to Barbaracle. And 2 copies of Shaymin EX with the setup ability. Get us some cards. Alright, so let's get into the trainer cards. We've got 2 stadium cards. We've got Scorched Earth, and this will let us discard some of our fighting energy and allow us to draw 2 cards per turn. So let's set that off there. And to keep our attackers going nice and quickly, keeping them powered up, we're going to use 3 experience shares. When your active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, you may move 1 basic energy card that was attached to that Pokemon to the Pokemon this card is attached to. So if one of our Barbaracles goes down, we can move one of those energies off to another Barbaracle and keep him going. Alright, let's get into supporter cards. We've got 3 copies of Fisherman, and this will let us get 4 of our basic energy cards back from the discard pile and into our hand. Get 3 of those. We've got 2 copies of Korrina, and Korrina will help us find our deck for a fighting Pokemon and an item card, and we can use this to grab Switch or Experience Share or Battle Compressor or any number of cards that you might need to manipulate all the energy in your deck. We got 1 copy of Lysandre. Gotta have one of those. We've got 1 copy of N, so we can shuffle our hand back into our deck and get a fresh hand. We've got 1 copy of Professor Sycamore, where you just discard our hand and draw 7 new cards. And the last supporter is Teammates. And when one of our Pokemon goes down, we can play this and get any 2 cards out from the deck. So that's it for the supporter, stadiums, and tools. Next up, we got the item cards, and we're running a whole bunch of them. We've got 2 copies of Battle Compressor to help us get some of the supporter cards and our energy into the discard pile. We've got 3 copies of Energy Retrieval, and this will let us put 2 basic energy cards from the discard pile into our hand. We've got 2 copies of Professor's Letter, and this will let us get 2 basic energy cards out of our deck. And we've got a Super Rod, and this will let us get some Pokemon and some basic energy back into the deck. If we need another Barbaracle, or just need to get some more energy back into the deck for Professor's Letter, we can do that. And we've got 2 copies of Switch, and this will let us get out a Lysandre Regirock or Shaymin, or a Shaymin or Regirock start we can get out of it. So 2 copies of Switch. And we've got 3 copies of Trainer's Mail. 4 would have been nice to put in here, but this is all I could squeeze in. So we got 3 copies of Trainer's Mail to help us search out some of the trainer cards we might need. And we've got 4 copies of the Ultra Ball, so we can search out our Pokemon and put some energy into the discard pile if we need to. And we've got 4 copies of Versus Seeker, and that will do it for our trainer cards. So yeah, a whole bunch of item cards in this deck. And last but not least, we got all the energy in this deck. We've got 3 copies of Strong Energy, and this will give us a little boost to our Barbaracles and our Regirocks. So another 20 damage right there. And now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 basic fighting energy, guys. So there you go. There is the crazy deck that I used on Saturday for our weekly tournament. Let me know if there's any changes you guys would make. This is just an old deck that I threw back together and added some new cards to, and made a couple improvements on. I had played this a little while back, but it's got a little more support with the Regirocks now, which is kind of cool. And yeah, let me know if you guys can think of anything to make this deck a little bit better. It's pretty fun, but you get creamed under item lock. It's just not going to do you any good because half the deck is going to be useless. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you guys liked the video. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already for more Pokemon TCG content. And have a great day. Peace.